Hello, BUS 1430, Desktop Publishing and Presentation. Here's just a snippet for the week, information that hopefully you have read over, you should be aware of, just going over it to help you in your understanding and your success. This week, you have your QEP assignment. What you will do in this unit, you will view the video and respond to the questions within the video and submit the Microsoft PowerPoint document in the Dropbox. So we're going to use the PowerPoint to use some skills and so forth, answering the question. The purpose is this assignment evaluate employability skills, behavior, and the meeting. This is what it's talking about. So when you click on the link, if it looks like a book, click on the link and so forth. And that's your information. Here's the video when you click it. And here's the information. It says 4 questions that you need to be honing on, targeting in, and answer those questions within a PowerPoint slide for me. Submit in a PowerPoint slide format. So we're going to go back. And then you have presentation finalization in our learning unit 7. Notice your due dates. Notice your due dates. Always notice your due dates. To complete the learning unit, you will need to read the following chapter, presentation finalization, using tools for collaboration, review, and distribution. This is your page 394 and 441 in your e-textbook, or even if you have a hardback book. Study your PowerPoint presentations and video where they're located at in that My IT lab within Pilsen. Remember to do your hands-on, and these are the files that I need you to upload for me in Blackboard. The P06H3 Harbor with your last name, first name, P06H3 Harbor picture, last name, first name, P0H3 Harbor video, last name, first name, MPV file, MP4. Submit the final document. What you need to complete in your My IT Lab assignments, you got your simulations, you have your chapter grader projects, you got 2 of them you need to do, you got your multiple choice quizzes, you got your key terms, you have the skills, you got a capstone, and your QEP. So remember the information and so forth. When you do have your discussion boards, make sure you have 4 sentences at least, and make sure you are responding back to your fellow students. So this is your support lab. If you need any issue with technical, you can submit a help desk and then copy me on it and so forth. So now I'm going to click on the link and go in and see what needs to be done. You got 6 pages as you pan through. It gives you a highlighter what I just read. And then it goes from there. It gives you some videos that you should watch, and that's your discussion. And then here is the actual link for if you need the help desk and so forth. If you need to complete some things in the My IT Lab, it will help you how to complete a grader activity and so forth. So that's there. And then we can go on and it'll take us to the textbook. You might can't log in this way because I know I have to log in through the My Pearson, but I can log in this way, but we're going to get out of that. And here is the Dropbox. That's the hands-on assignments that I will need. The hands-on assignments that's within the e-textbook, that I will need. These are your student data files are located in your student resources within the My IT Lab, but it should also be in your learning unit as well too. And let me go and double check that. It should be in your start here. In your start here area. And let's look student resources and PowerPoint student data files. PowerPoint student data files. And that's the files there. They will download shortly for you. Remember, they are zip file. They are a zip file. So if you need to extract them and so forth, here's the instructions right here to extract. Locate the file that you want, right click and hold, and then send to, and then the compressed zip file and so forth. That is the instruction to compress, and that's the extract. That's your actual steps that you can do to get it done. So let's see, it's finished. So I click on them. It's still zipped because it has a zip file here, but if I want to extract them, here, extract all. That's the key. I have Windows 11, so it comes up automatically. But if you didn't have it, if you did not have it, if we went back one, I right click on it, and then I need to find where it says send to. See, mine is WinRAR, and then I can extract my files. You guys might have send to, and then you can send them there as well too. So that is my feature in how to extract my files. Okay, so that's your student data files. So now I'm going to click on the My IT Lab, and then I'm going to go to My IT course material. And your 5 is still open, so if you guys have any more information that you need to do in your 5, you will have up till tonight. Notice your due dates. Up to tonight to finish your chapter 5 customizing a presentation. But in your chapter 6 is covering finalization, using tools for collaboration, review, and distribution. So you have activities and you have student resources. So remember, your student resources actually has all your data files. Here's all your data files and so forth. And this is your presentations that you can physically look at in the PowerPoint slide, but these actually are your videos for simulations as well too. So when you click on your videos, then they will hopefully open for you, and these are your videos 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna click on the video real quick so to give you an idea what it does, and it's 10 minutes. And collaborative presentation development. Click on it and we'll see what it plays. Okay, so that's a little snippet of collaborating presentation that you can take your time, read over it, and listen to it as well too. So I can go back to my chapter 6. And then in your student resources, once again, here is your e-text. Here's your e-text. And so the book physically comes up. And then from there, remember I told you last week, you can have the book, it could be read to you by saying audiobook when it finally comes up. And from there, that is, let me get the right chapter. And I'm going to go to chapter 6. Here's chapter 6. And here's the information that you go through: collaborating, presentation, development. You got objective 1, work with markups. 2, collaborate online. Then you got a hands-on exercise. And then you got objective 3, prepare a presentation. 4, check a presentation for issues. 5, develop custom shows, and then a hands-on exercise, which you will be using, and so forth. Presentation distribution. Object 6 is protect your presentation. Object 7, share your presentation. This is the hands-on that you will do. So when you click on your hands-on, you can have the audio book read it to you as well, or you can start reading it yourself. And remember, this is videos for your hands-on exercise that we went through earlier as well as last week, and it teaches you all the information. It says step 1, use the drawing tool, and so forth. And then you started opening up your P06 H1 Arbor and save it to P06 1 Arbor _ last name, first name, your last name, your first name, and then you will start doing your actual steps. That's your ebook. That is your hands-on that you will complete and upload it into Blackboard once it's finished. So that's your ebook portion of it. So now we can go back. We can get out of the ebook. So let's get out of your ebook. And from there, we'll go back to your chapter 6 presentations again, and these are your activities. These are your activities you have to do. Simulations. So here's the simulations, training, exam, exercise, hands-on exercise 1, hands-on exercise training and exam 1, hands-on exercise 2, training and exam, hands-on exercise 3, training and exam. So if you look at your simulation as I bring it up, so give you some ideas, which I guarantee you young people already know and doing excellent in it. So my IT lab comes up. And to save some of your attempts, just in case if you did not know, here is some learning aids. These are your learning aids. So when you click on your learning aids, you can watch the video and it's going to take you through the video. Okay, that's one. But then you can click on your learning aid again and you can practice. Okay, well, as it comes up. So let's go to practice. Okay, but that's practice. Okay, and then you can actually read the instructions as well too. So as it comes up. So, and that's in your e-textbook. So it gives you the options and so forth to do. So remember, your learning aids come up. And you can use them as practice. You can use it as, all right. As it comes up, my computer is going through its wonderful functionality again. So, but this, see, your learning aid goes away on when you do the exams and so forth. But when you're doing the simulation, you will see it comes up with those learning aids and so forth. You can practice, you can read it, or you can look at the video for it. So that is your simulation and so forth. So I can close this up. And I'm going to leave this area. And then I can go back to my presentation once again and go to activities once again. And then this is your grader projects, and the two grader projects that you will do is the capstone mover, and you will do your hands-on exercise assessment Thompson. This middle one, you're not responsible for. You're not responsible for, but this is on my end. So you will see the capstone mover, and then you will see the actual Thompson. Okay, so now we go back once again. And then you will go into activities back again, and then you can look at your end of the chapter. And your end of the chapter, do your multiple choice quiz and your key terms. Do not do this prepared exam. Do not do that prepared exam. And then remember, you will have your capstone project, which I think it should be coming up. I need to release it, so I will release that so you will see your capstone. And then from there, you can always check your grades. Remember to check your grades, making sure everything goes through. Remember your discussion board. Remember that we have virtual sessions that's standardly on Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. And we have them on Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And if you're unavailable on those times, we can coordinate a schedule where you can have a personal session if you have information that you need to review. And just give you another snippet as well too for the upcoming, which is your Adobe InDesign. So let's go briefly and look at that, but I'm going to show you on my end because I have not released everything as of yet for you as a student. So InDesign, it will be right here on the under your virtual hours and so forth, InDesign. So when you click on your InDesign, it is going to go to your domain. So let me make sure we have the right one. So now it clicks and it's going to be working with your actually G-Matrix. So in that you're going to have some flashcard memory games and quizzes. And so you will go through and make sure you know your definitions and so forth. Just pan through. You will always, this is your book that you will go through and so forth for your e-design, and you will read that. It has got an outline for you. This is just a snippet in what's up to come. What's up to come. Here's the InDesign book, and it talks about lesson 1. You will fill in the blank with your information for me, determine your relevant content, and so forth. And then you will do communication techniques. And then you will have a basic project management. And these are domain 1, working in design industry. Domain 2, your project setup interface. Domain 3, organizing documents. Domain 4, creating and modifying document elements. And domain 5, which is publish documents. So here is the information you will have. Domain 1, you will work in the design industry. That's a video you watch. And then you will have the fill in the blank. That's a lesson. And then the fill in the blank number 2. So let's look at the video because you will always have, I think, a pre-test and a post.
The Adobe